Hey attorneys, Anita Tallman here from Social Firestarter. I was just looking over the engine that we have built. In my family, we love building Legos. And our latest project I'll share with you is building a Land Rover Defender, over 2,000 pieces, huge manual. And it's kind of nice because we've laid out all of our pieces. And I'm sure you've done this before, right? When you buy something, whether it's furniture, any kind of equipment that you need to build, you got your manual, you lay all your pieces out and whatever tools it is that you need, and you get started. Well, I'd love to say that SEO works that way, but unfortunately, there's really no manual when it comes to SEO. And attorneys, you need to understand that. Sure, there's some guidelines out there and there's some best practices, but you have to realize that, well, what you do for one website may not work for another. And this is our experience. With our law firms, we have actually implemented an SEO strategy for one of our law firms, and it worked great. So we applied the same strategy naturally to another law firm, maybe in a different practice area, a different geographical area, and the results were different. And it's because, well, Google, remember, is not focused on digital marketing companies or what our needs are. Google is the reason it dominates is because it's focused on the user experience and making sure they get the best results that they can get. So what that means is depending on what you're searching on, where you are, where you're located, well, all of those factors come in. So you can imagine when Google decides what law firm or what website it wants to rank in either the 3-pack for Google My Business listings or even the first page of Google. Well, there's so many different factors that go into play. And there's a variance to those factors. So when you're hiring an SEO company, first of all, make sure it's an SEO company that you can depend on and trust on because you're in it for the long haul. SEO companies need to have long contracts because things take time when it comes to SEO because there is this trial and error. In fact, my SEO team reminds me all the time that, well, results you're seeing now are based on what we did 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks ago. And that's how it works. This is why it takes time. I know it sucks that we have to wait before and you're spending a lot of money and you want to see the results now. But again, it just doesn't work that way. There's no clear manual that tells us exactly what we need to do to get you ranked. So when you have selected an SEO company and you have put your trust in them and your faith in them, well, now sit back, relax, and give them the time that they need to be able to show the results that you want to get. Now, make sure too that you're with an SEO company that keeps you up to date. Like for me, I like to reach out to my attorneys on a regular basis and ask for them to schedule a call with me so I can kind of tell you what's going on. Sometimes after 4 weeks of not talking to you, there's not going to be a lot of progress. It is what it is. And I hate that phrase, but it is what it is. So have patience in your SEO team, give them some trust, and hopefully you made a good decision in who you're working with and you will see good results. It's just going to take time. Okay, back to my building. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out.